Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm your host, Smooth Caramel, and I talk about rap, but that's not what I'm gonna do. What I am gonna do today is talk about lyrics. Lyrics that make me laugh. And sometimes that's not in rap, so we're talking about something more along the R&B lines today. This is Smooth Caramel's Bad Lyrics Are Funny. Name to be confirmed, because that's all I come up with on my most immediate scripting. In my travels across the musical realms, I've come across a great variety in lyrics and songs, as well as the ways that these contribute to the artistic meaning and intent. I've learned lessons as a result of this, and I've even added techniques to my own repertoire for when I may put pen to paper. You can always turn to those that you admire to guide or inspire for what to do. No rhyme intended. And sometimes, after doing that which you should probably not do, the results can be particularly entertaining. The first example that we'll be going into with this video is Blind Man by Xavier Omär, or Xavier Omär? Anyway, this guy. A very talented R&B and neo-soul singer. His songs are often good for those low-key occasions when you want to have some more chill vibes, and could easily be on those playlists for when you want to set the mood. He has some great jams in his discography, one of which is the aforementioned Blind Man, a song that I had playing while I was cooking at home the other day. The mood was good and I was just feeling myself a little, so I was just getting down some to the music while I worked. It does so much right in keeping those romantic and seductive vibes that work very well with its soft voice and powerful falsetto. It together is very soothing and works very melodically with the instrumental. It creates a very airy texture that has a subtle bounce that's created by the bass line, which also adds a bit of tempo and life. He even has a couple bars of rapping or sing rapping that lead into the bridge. Take him to the bridge. This is where the tension and the intent behind the song really begin to build.
Body like a queen, but it ain't about your body, baby, it's about your being. I ain't rolling up, but I'm on a high. When you really think about it, ain't no wonder why. I'm so done.
Nothing groundbreaking, keeps to the general point that's being established in the song. How this person is just so beautiful, inside and out, that their mere physical beauty wouldn't even need to be perceived for this attraction to persist. And this rapping acts as a break to pause or reset leading into the bridge that really sets up the chorus, where there's a lot more behind it vocally, allowing it to emerge with a bit more force. A simple and repetitive bridge, again, stays to the point. But this almost circular structure allows the emotion and intensity to somewhat accumulate as he cycles through it. So once we do hit the chorus, he really comes in with that impact.
Never could forget you, 'cause you're so beautiful. Girl, I'm blinded to love you. Yeah.
I can't sing along to this chorus without laughing. I don't even know where to begin. In these types of songs, the common instinct is to experience the narrative vicariously through the singer. And as such, imagine how the words and events described would go down in reality, or some kind of fictionally established reality. The tone and emotions are allowed to linger a lot, relative to the average narrative's tempo when it's rapped. So the weight and elongation of these scenarios being sung tends to be quite strong. As a result, when you're getting into the groove of things, you know, what the song has so elegantly established by this point, feeling that energy and passion, you're primed for that big finish. Something smooth and provocative. And when that big finish is something as strange and not quite making sense upon further examination as a
Girl, I'm blinded to love you.
said with that authority and vigor, it's somewhat jarring, to say the least, and somewhat hilarious as far as I'm concerned. And to be followed up so proudly with that as well. And whenever I hear it, I picture the 90s air grab. Yeah, I remember the 90s air grab. This one isn't too bad. It doesn't make me picture the double air grab. That would be a bit too much. But that whoa, it comes across with the feeling of the singer saying something along the lines of, whoa, that was some smooth shit. Or, whoa, that was some heat and exasperation. Blissfully unaware of the potential, unintentional, prior implication that it's a true rarity for a blind man to love someone due to the inability of visually perceiving that attractive form. At least I'm assuming that this was an unintentional occurrence. I'm not sure what to think of the persona, the man, the writer in this case, not even to get into the line that follows.
A blind man could love you just for who you are.
Like damn, even a blind man could love you for who you are. Again, it's this presentation and emphasis that makes it come across as implying that such a thing would be a real feat. So the writer or persona in this case must have somewhat limited knowledge of the emotional capabilities of the blind, or potentially have some kind of a grudge against them. I'm gonna go with the first one. I joke, of course. I understand what they were going for with this blind man line. Something along the lines of saying that their beauty is more than can be perceived by the eyes alone. Though I do low-key wonder how a blind person may perceive these lyrics. This could just be me being over-analytical, which I'm often guilty of being. I love that part though. I hope one day to reach the level of singing where I too can imbue the appropriate attitude and authority for something as visceral as a whoo! But moving on, to reiterate, I do unironically enjoy this song. As much as I do find the chorus a bit silly, I laugh affectionately when I listen to it. Blind Man is very well put together. Xavier Omär has a great voice, and even a somewhat ill-conceived chorus isn't enough to take away from those romantic and seductive vibes that he creates, which are very much elevated by such slick and smooth production. As long as you're prepared for that line, or not too tuned to the lyrics while you're listening. It could easily cause a surprise burst of laughter when you're in an otherwise more intimate off scenario. You might just be caught off guard. On the other hand, in many cases, it's just as nice to be able to let some laughter escape in these kinds of moments. So Blind Man, you have my love and affection, and you also make me laugh. Anyway, that's all from me for this video. This could end up being a bit of a mini-series of some sorts where I go into lyrics that are bad or funny. But yeah, if this does well or people have some good feedback, then I'll be a bit more inclined to let me know. Peace, love, all that goodness. I'm hoping for things to look up eventually this year, 2021. Otherwise, this has been another Smooth Caramel production. Peace. Should I put that?